So rather than having a wallet where you could drain it in totality without any barriers whatsoever, you could put some rules, some spending rules in this to protect your funds and also give you a little bit more flexibility moving forward. So you could put limits on how much Bitcoin can be spent in a single transaction. You could also restrict how much Bitcoin, how fast Bitcoin can be sent, requiring a minimum number of blocks to be built between transactions. You could also whitelist where you are going to be sending Bitcoin. This is sounding a little bit like CTV in a way.
Yeah.
So it's giving you the ability to whitelist addresses where you could send it, and there's also 2FA where you could use mobile 2FA for authentication. So this is something I find to be rather fascinating. I haven't yet dove deep into it, but if you are concerned about your stack and you want to provide a little bit more security, rather than using something like Liana and time locking it, you could use something like this. This is another alternative. Again, options are good. Let's have as many options available so the consumer, the end user, you and I, and everybody listening and watching can make a decision what works best for them. The key teleport stuff, I'm not too up to date with that, so I can't speak on it. Unless you have some information you want to share.
I'm going to share. I'll share the website. I think this is pretty interesting, only because I don't want to speak ill of MVK and the team there because I don't know enough about this either yet. But this is interesting. So it's basically cloning a cold card via anything from a Zoom call to a video call of some kind. So if you ever want to leave the country and have your Bitcoin available to you when you get to the other place, or like someone stays behind and then you can send the Bitcoin this way, it's neat. But this, I think, really flies in the face of your mission against connectivity in a lot of ways, right? Like you don't want to be sharing anything related to your key, your wallet, your device over a digital medium. I don't know how secure this is or isn't because I don't know enough about it yet, but I want to see Ben do a video on this and find out what he thinks about it, because really that's the guy to ask. And he's not afraid to point out some of the issues or errors. We could also just ask D to come on the show. I never even thought about calling him. But maybe we'll bring him on in the next little while to talk about some of these new features and do a rundown. He also does videos for the CoinKite YouTube page. So, one of these guys will have a video soon and we can see this in action. I think as you mentioned, options, great. I just don't want to be sacrificing security for ease, right? And so, I mentioned earlier that I want to see some innovation on the wallet side. This is exactly what I'm talking about, the teleport. I just don't know how well this can be secured.